You're up first, Elliot. Let's get going. Yep, let's go. Guess I'll head over to the dorm as soon as I've done everything else I want to. Well, I promised I'd meet Elliot here. Should I head inside and wait already? It's kind of early. Yep. Okay. Hopefully this gives me a chance to stop and redo it as much as I need to. I got 5 people I think I need to do this for. Has been a while. Hey, Rean. Didn't think you'd be here already. Hey, buddy. Well, neither did I, to be honest. Just kind of happened. Finished up everything with the wind orchestra, I take it. Sure did. It was great to be able to play together with them again. I swear, though. Looking around, you'd think we never left. Just like coming home. And I feel the same way. Thor's might not be the home of any of our class grew up in, but it's our home nonetheless. Come on, let's walk around for a bit. I want to check out the things upstairs, too. Sounds good to me. I hope no one messes with my porn. You have porn, Elliot? No. I mean, instruments, yes. I don't hide my porn in my instruments, no. Oh, good. No one touched it. Good. Wow, okay. Oh, fuck. People stole my Misty porn. You know, Crow left his porn behind. Nothing's changed. Even after all this time, it's exactly as we left it. Feels like we've gone back in time to our last day here. But somehow lost Crow in the process. Admittedly, his room was already cleaned out by that time, so... yeah. His absence makes the difference, and makes all the difference in the world, too. Like any twinge of nostalgia, I feel somehow wrong. I know what you mean. It's like trying to perform a concert with an instrument missing. Just not the same. Though in this case, the concert is our class. Yeah, I got that. But you're right. He may not have been with us on day 1, but Class 7 is not complete without him. Which is why we can't give up. To go back to your metaphor, we might be missing an instrument, but we can still go out and steal it back, right? Right.
Hey, Rean, I've got a question. Do you still remember the day of our welcoming ceremony?
How could I forget? It was a pretty eventful day, but I still remember that you were the first to try and start a proper conversation with me. I guess you could say you were my first friend at this academy.
Well, you were mine too. To tell you the truth, I was really nervous that day. I wasn't exactly thrilled to be here, for one thing. My dad practically forced me into attending in the first place. So I was feeling pretty doubtful that I'd be able to deal with wasting 2 years of my life at an academy I didn't care about. So in order to try to get a handle on things, I figured the first person I tried to talk to should be my opposite.
Did I look that confident? What do you mean by that?
Someone who, unlike me, had strong convictions.
You wouldn't have known that.
Someone who was looking forward instead of backwards.
You wouldn't have known that.
I remember seeing you there in that auditorium and thinking, there he is, he's the one.
Okay.
It sounds stupid, but I figured if I could make friends with someone like you, maybe I'd get stronger too.
Wow. I didn't know you had such high expectations when you first started talking to me. But if that's what you wanted to do, you picked the wrong guy. I wasn't anywhere close to being strong. Worse yet, I was so oblivious, I didn't even realize that there were people who really cared about me.
I don't know about that. The fact that you're kicking yourself now means that you've grown up quite a bit since then. So no matter what you say, I'm sure I chose the right person to talk to. No doubt about it.
Oh. Thanks, Elliot.
Spending time with you has made me stronger too. Strong enough that even Dad will accept the path I've chosen. And while it's come as some surprise, it's also helped me realize more than ever the real power of music. I don't think my love for music has ever been stronger, in fact. That's something else I owe almost entirely to you. You helped me find my path, and now, thanks to you, I can see it stretching out in front of me.
Really? Well, that's nice to hear. But you're stronger than you think. You always have been. Even if you're kind of small, the music in your heart has always roared. You never let that conviction fade, either. I've always admired that about you, and I've always been proud to call you my friend.
Thanks. I mean it, Rean. You really are the best friend I ever could have hoped for. As long as we're together, there's nothing that can stand in our way.
My thoughts exactly.
That goes for Crow, too. Between the two of us, I'm sure we can make music so amazing, we'll even win him over.
You got that right. Though, not sure how we'll do it in the moment, but yep, together we can do this. And the lights dimmed. Oh, Elliot. Oh, Rean. Rean. Elliot. Rean. Okay, I'm done. No, it was nice. It was nice. Oh, okay. Cool. Sorry to keep you waiting. Well, it's no problem. Hey, no worries. I haven't been waiting for long. Did you take care of everything you wanted to do? Last time I saw you, you were still out in the garden. Yeah, Edo and I planted some new seeds. I found them myself. Really, can't wait to see what they grow into then. It's kinda nice to be back home, especially after so long. Yeah, really brings back memories. And now that we're here, why don't we just head inside and walk around for a bit? I'm curious to see how things have been, I'm curious to see how things have held up upstairs too. Sounds good to me. I assume this will be mostly the same. Yep. My porn's good. No, mine's still stolen. And Crow's is still... I'll just borrow Crow's tonight. I wonder if Crow ever plans on coming back to us. Honestly, I don't think so. Not of his own free will, at the very least. It's clear that he really believes in what he's doing. I've sworn over and over that we'll bring him back. I don't think that's going to be so easy at this point. But that's never put us off before, so we'll just get him back no matter what happens. Yep, we won't lose. Not to Zeno or Leo, either. Yeah, having to fight the two of them this way must be tough on you. No one wants to fight family. Yeah, but that's exactly why I can't hold back against them. If I show them even a hint of hesitation, I'd never be able to get through to them. I think the same's true for Crow, too. Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I've always wanted to find a family. Even my earliest memory has me wandering lost on a battlefield, trying to find somewhere I could belong. But eventually, I found one. Zephyr. They gave me a place to call home. Showed me a warmth only a family can provide, and always looked out for me.
Place to go home, huh?
Then we lost our boss, and the family who'd given me all of that decided to leave me behind. And I realized how weak I really was. On my own, I was nothing. I always relied on them to keep me safe. but I couldn't do anything for them in return. After that, Sarah took me in, and I wound up joining Class 7. For the first time in my life, I was around people who needed me just as much as I needed them. For the first time, I could protect them just as much as they protected me. I found myself part of a completely different kind of family. One I didn't even know existed. And I'm so grateful to Class 7, and especially you, for giving me that. I still want to ask them why they all left me behind. But more than that, I want to show off the new family I found. I want them to see how well I'm doing now. Zeno and Leo were always important to me. But that's why I want to let them know just how important all of you are, too.
That's one heck of a compliment. Then we'll do everything in our power to make sure you can show us off.
It's weird. There's all kinds of ways to form a family, right? And it's easy to find where everyone else fits in ours. But you're just kinda different.
In what way?
Alisa, Laura, Emma, and Sarah are like older sisters to me. Milliam's obviously my annoying kid sister. Machias, Eustace, and Gaius are like my big brothers. And so's Crow, I guess.
What, I can't be Big Bro?
But-
No.
I don't think of you like that. You're not like a sibling, but something else. Something closer. I can't put it into words, though.
See? It doesn't matter. I feel the same way about you. You're more than family to me, and I'm glad to have you by my side. You might be a bit younger than most of us, but you fight harder to defend those you love more than anyone else I know. You're every bit as important to me as I am to you, if not more so.
Good.
Anyway, we've got work to do tomorrow. Future of our Class 7 family rests in our hands.
Yeah.
I'm happy it didn't go further than that, but it was nice, yeah. I like these so far. They really do get put a nice little punch on the end of it all. Oh, I didn't think that you'd already be here. Hey, Laura. Did you finish taking care of things then? I believe so. It truly does feel strange to be back here, though. It's been a long road to return here, yet return we did. This building holds so many memories for us. I couldn't even begin to count. It sure does. Well, while we're here, you wanna walk around inside for a bit? Here's how things are upstairs, too. Sure, I'd like that. By the way, Rean, you've heard of, like, false canes with swords in them? Have you ever heard of a false dildo with a sword in it? No, I haven't. No. Would you happen to have one, Laura? Oh, no, I don't. I was just curious if maybe you did? No, I'm pretty sure Crow might, though. I suppose he must have taken it with him. I don't know why, but there was a little part of me that expected to find Crow here waiting for us. I mean, not literally expect, but there was just a little voice in my head going, what if, while walking around? That was me, Echo. Yeah, when I say something, it tends to bounce around your head a little bit. I didn't say what if, but I think it might have been a mistranslation. I can hardly blame you, I felt the same. Instead, here's another obstacle we have to overcome, one of many. Yeah, still, we've been able to face every challenge that's come our way up until now. Why wouldn't our fight with why don't our fight bring Crow home and be the same? That's a good way to look at it. Nothing stands a chance at declaring victory over Class 7's combined might, or our two swords.
Speaking of, I realize I've asked this once before, but do you like the path of the sword?
I bet. Okay. Hearing that does really bring back memories. You really caught me off guard when you asked me that back in Celtic. Any reason it's on your mind again?
I was just curious. It feels as though, after our impending battle, things will never be the same. And so before that happened, I wanted to hear your answer one more time. For all I know, that answer's changed.
Oh, alright. Well, it hasn't. My answer's exactly the same now as it was then. Swordsmanship is like a part of me. It's always been there, and always will be. It's not a case of liking it or not, but it's just part of who I am. Both my swordsmanship and my sword are me in a way.
Maybe you'll be happy to know that my feelings on the subject haven't changed either. My stance and my resolve are the same as they ever were. I stake my pride, my soul, my very being on my blade, and wield it to attain ever greater heights. That is what it means to me. Why I value it above all else.
Even you.
Or so I say. I'm conflicted, to tell you the truth.
Conflicted? About what?
In both my time at the academy and during these past few weeks of fighting alongside one another, I seem to have found something else just as precious to me.
Oh, are you suggesting?
I've now discovered a new reason to fight. One that differs from the reason I fought for all this time. And that reason gives me more courage and power than I've ever felt before. Never could I have imagined there would be anything that would mean as much to me as my path of the sword. At least, not until I met you.
Laura.
Rean, I think I love you.
Oh, she actually said it.
At first, we were just friends, but now I see you as something far more. That's why I need to know. Do you feel the same way about me too?
Rean's deliberations begin in the back of his head. Do I? I've never really thought about it before. You sure? I mean, she's pretty cool. Yeah, but she's like cool, like... She's not bad looking either. You know, that's a good point. Okay, we've decided. I wanted to be the one to say it first, but looks like you beat me to it. I always figured that as a man, it'd end up being my job.
Sorry, that was presumptuous of me. I'm simply not used to these sort of things.
Oh, don't worry. I've been through this ballpark about 2 times now. 2 more to go. Now, don't worry. You've got nothing to apologize for. I've always admired you ever since our first day here. Your swordsmanship is so elegant, strong, and beautiful. I can help but be captivated by it. And by you. You're strong as you are reliable, but that feminine side of you shows from time to time. That feminine side of you that you show from time to time is adorable too. I'm always happy to be part of our class, but having a place where the two of us can better ourselves makes me happiest of all.
Truly?
I love you too, Laura. Even after we graduate, I want to keep walking alongside you, following the path of the sword. And I hope that one day we reach those heights we've been aiming for. But together. I'm glad I finally got the chance to say it. Oh no, no kiss? Laura?
I had no idea it would make me this happy to hear you say you love me. My face feels like it's on fire from blushing so much.
I feel the same way too, you know. I've got no way of knowing the future holds in store for us. But we can't let a war like this stand in our path. Like you said, we have a lot of obstacles to overcome, and by overcoming ours, we'll prove we're capable of so much more.
Yeah. May we both wear the way of the sword proudly, and together protect our friends and our future.
And I like that. I did, and I do. Laura's definitely up there. She's awesome. But Laura, there's this thing you need to understand once we're done. It's called game reset. And okay, done. I gotta be honest, it was really close. It was. I really very seriously considered this because I really like Alfin as a character. I really do. Yep, I'll see you there. So this is what it looks like on the inside. That's what he said. Nope. 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 Forget that. Nope. Oh, hello. Welcome to our dormitory. Did you finish talking to the principal? That's right. Sorted out all the arrangements for tomorrow. I had the delightful opportunity to enjoy the academy atmosphere on the way here as well. If there are any other festivals or the like here, I'll have to try and come back myself, by myself to see them. So, this is where you and your classmates spend so much of their time together. Almost feels as though I shouldn't be here. This is Class 7's place. Oh, not at all. You're very welcome here. So, how about, how do you like me to show you around the building? Curious how things are upstairs now, too. Well, if you're offering, then let the tour begin. Alfin, what's your opinion on porn? Oh, I think it's this horrible, nasty thing that should never be consumed by any human being. Oh, okay, well, don't look in here too much. We'll just have a very brief look. Now, Crow, on the other hand, oh, it's everywhere. So that was once Crow's room. His room was opposite to yours then? Yeah, he only lived here for a couple months, but I can't picture anyone else being there. It's pretty handy having him so close by too, especially when we are making plans for the festival. We could just wander into each other's rooms anytime we needed something. Did he do that? Oh my goodness, that's where... You two must have trusted one another so deeply to allow someone into your room. Well, you should have known me back in our dorm days. I just burst into everyone's room without them even asking, like 99% of the time. And that makes the fact that you two have to fight one another all the more depressing. Why must it be that way? Well, just know that while I may not have been able to come with you, I'll be praying for the best. I appreciate that. Don't worry, Your Highness. I fully intend to win against him and bring him right back here. I mean, we got you on our side. How could we possibly lose? Oh, Rean, such a tease.
Besides, I'm hardly the lovely, kind-hearted girl you think I am.
Pardon? I think you're a massive troll, and that is fucking awesome.
At first, I was acting as a substitute for Elise because she couldn't be near you herself. I thought, if she couldn't support you, I would try to do so in her place. And before I knew it, I found myself learning things about you that even she didn't know.
I suppose.
And the more I learned, the guiltier I felt. Guilty because knowing things she didn't made me feel, well, really happy.
Oh, I had no idea.
And as if that weren't awful enough, I found myself wanting to know more and more.
Oh no.
What right do I have to call Elise my best friend when I feel this way?
Oh, it's okay. She's my sister. She's only ever going to be my sister. I'm honored to hear that. You needn't think that it was one-sided, Your Highness. I was happy to learn more about you through all of this, too.
You were?
I've learned how much of a prankster you can be, how hard you work for the people of your country, how smart you are. I see you always conducting yourself with dignity and pride. I've also seen just how much you care for everyone around you. I'd be careful that one other interest of yours doesn't get out of hand, though.
This simply isn't fair! It's like I'm the only one getting worked up here while you just play everything off, cool as a cucumber! Well, whatever happens, it's all on you. I take no responsibility. When we find Elise, I'm gonna tell her everything, and we'll talk it through. All night if need be. Oh, perhaps working together as a team might not be such a bad idea.
Wait. How? Wait, what would you do as a team? Wait, why am I suddenly filled with an overwhelming sense of dread?
Anyway, none of this even matters if you don't come back alive tomorrow. So you have to, alright? With Elise, of course. Promise?
Shit, this is making me think I'm gonna die. But I will admit this here, I have seen very little on Trails of Cold Steel 3, but like the one thing I have seen is like art of an older Rean, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't die. I don't know, that's probably a spoiler when it comes down to it, but it was like the main thing that they had visually, so it's really hard to avoid. I wouldn't dream of doing otherwise. Two of us will be back before you know it, so wait a little longer, okay?
I can't wait.
Okay. God damn it. That one actually made me sort of want to do that one as my permanent one. Okay. I will do the Alisa one. And if the Alisa one makes me also want that one to be my permanent one. God fuck. I don't know how that makes a difference to anything, but okay. Autothalus. Ooh. 2. Sounds really good. My bad. I actually skipped it that time. Oh, hey, Alisa. Elise just got here too, actually. All done catching up with the rest of the lacrosse club. Yeah, it was great to be back with them, but I think we've done enough celebrating for the time being. Plus, Ferris ended up giving me a few friendly words of advice, too. It's kind of hard to say no to a girl who keeps insisting, a lady ought to know not to keep a gentleman waiting, you know. Yeah, that sounds like you're alright. Anyway, never mind her. Oh, God damn it, this is such a hard choice. It really does feel strange to be back here in our old dormitory. In a good way, of course. As soon as I stepped through the doors, all the memories of the times we've spent together here came flooding back. Yeah, well, same here. It's been a long time coming, but we finally made it. Well, while we're here, do you want to walk around inside for a bit? I'm curious how things are upstairs, too. Sure, why not? Yeah, ever since I fell on you, so many days before, I figured you'd had a major porn collection. And lo and behold, I was right. I am pretty proud of it. It's not really up to snuff against Crow's porn collection, but... Hey, guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do. And those photos of you from Rex weren't so bad. Forget about it. It's funny how time works, isn't it? You forget about things you were about to say, and it's only been a couple months since we were last here, and yet I feel like it's been years. Yeah, I guess that goes to show just how much of a mark the time we spent here has left on us, though. Every room, every corridor has a memory attached to it. Just one look, and I suddenly remembered all like it was yesterday. You know, I guess that's true. I just wish Crow was here with us to share this feeling. Doesn't quite feel right without him. I wish you were here too. He is as much a part of Class 7 as the rest of us. Give it time though. Next thing you know, he'll be right here reminiscing with us. You never really changed, do you, Rean? It's clear from the moment we met, you were someone who really cared for others. You're as kind now as you were then. Oh, you mean the time when you ran into me without looking and you fell back down on your butt and I was like, hey, I'll help you up. And you're like, oh my goodness, this guy, he's so dreamy, he's so kind. You are a leader, always tirelessly, looking out for every member of the group and putting our needs before your own. We're so grateful for all you've done. That goes double for me. Yeah.
Hey, Rean? Do you still remember our first day at the academy?
Yeah, you told me to forget, if I remember correctly. Our first day. How could I possibly forget? And then she starts attacking me. I told you to forget! First we bumped into each other outside the station because I was so taken by the Lena flowers, and then that happened. I'd love to tell you, I've done what you asked and forgotten, but that's just plain not possible. Sorry about that.
I should have known. Then again, who am I to talk? It's such an embarrassing memory, I doubt I'll ever be able to forget it. And the part outside the station was the most picture-perfect way to meet you, too. Then we both had to go and ruin it.
I really am sorry about what happened, though. Just so we're clear on that.
In a strange way, though, it kind of worked out for the best.
Really?
Afterward, I just kept thinking about what happened over and over again. And before I knew it, I couldn't get you out of my head.
That was the plan all along.
We barely met, and you were willing to risk getting seriously injured just to protect me from harm. That left a real impression on me. I kept wondering, why? Why would you do that? What kind of person must you be? Next thing I knew, I found myself watching you from afar. I was so curious about every little thing you did. And the more I learned about you, the more I wanted to know. I wanted to find out how you saw the world around you and how you were able to live so true to yourself.
You know, you were always on my mind, too. You've always been hardworking, all the pride of a noble, and a strong competitive streak. But I think what stood out to me the most was how considerate you are of others, how you always put them before yourself. All that time you say you were thinking about me, I was probably thinking about you, too. To be honest, you've been on my mind ever since our picture-perfect meeting, as you put it.
Really?
During the past few weeks and months, I've gotten to know more and more about what makes you the person you are. Two of us have had so many long talks about finding our paths through life, or about deciding how we want to live. Somewhere along the line, I found myself hoping that between whatever you decided and whatever I decided, the paths we chose for ourselves would eventually meet and become one, so we could walk side by side.
Does that mean?
I love you, Alisa. And no matter what happens, or what you decide to do with your life, even if our paths one day end up parting in Trails of Cold Steel 3, and we end up having to go our separate ways in Trails of Cold Steel 3, my feelings for you will never change.
Rean. If it weren't for you, I'm not sure I would have ever found the courage to find a path for myself at all. I was only able to because of how much your determination inspired me, how it made me want to struggle on, just like you do. And I love you too, Rean.
I'm so glad. Oh. Well, that went farther. I'm feeling kind of embarrassed now. I've got a lot of memories of this place already, but I think this one might leave the strongest impression of all.
So am I. I can't see my face, but I think it's safe to say it's redder than it was at the old schoolhouse. But I'll never forget this moment. No matter what happens, I won't forget.
Even if I do a game reset.
No matter what hardships I might end up facing, I'll just have to think of you, and I'll be strong enough to overcome them.
And the same goes for me, too. I've got no idea if I really deserve someone as good as you, but there's still so much I don't know about myself. But I do know that I want you by my side, now and in the future. Whatever may happen, Alisa, hope we'll be able to find a path we can share with one another.
I hope so too.
Oh my goodness, I almost want to just flip a coin. Okay, this is how I'm going to decide. I have a coin. I do. You know that effect. You know the effect. When you flip a coin and you regret getting one or the other. If I get one of them and I regret it, then I'll go to the other one. This will tell me what I really want to choose. Because I'm so in between on these two. I want to do both of them so much. Because I really like that. But I also really like the idea of Alfin. I like her as a character. I like her interactions with Rean. I like her interactions with just people in general. But I really like the romance story between these two too. And I like Alisa as a person too, the engineering aspect to it. It's like, I'm so on the middle between the two. Okay. Heads for Alfin, tails for Alisa. Tails. Fuck, why am I in between regretting it and not regretting it? Oh, it was useless! Okay. I've settled on it. And as time has progressed, regret has become greater than not regret on the tails. I'm sorry, Alisa. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Alisa. I really feel a strong desire to say sorry. Because it's been like 2 games. It's been like 2 games. It's been... what was it? 81? About 80 hours on the first game. Almost 70 on this. Of me expecting, like legitimately expecting to do all this random shit with you. And to finish it out, finishing your romance storyline. But times change. Sometimes you just gotta trade out the old... No, bad comparison. Sometimes some flowers are pretty... No, it's not an aesthetics thing. I don't know how to explain it. You're so close, though. Please take some refuge in that idea, that concept. That... I do sort of feel bad for basically abandoning it at this point, but I'm pretty confident about my choice now. In the end, I don't think the story's going to change because of it. Maybe a few lines here and there. Maybe like the very last scene or something. But I guess my biggest fear is that this is going to turn into Elisa's route. I really hope this isn't Elisa's route, because I chose Alfin. I didn't choose Elise. I chose Alfin. I'm gonna guess doing nothing would be the Elisa's route. As little as that means anything. When given Trails of Cold Steel 3 is going to be PS4, and the previous games were on Vita and PS3, I'm guessing you won't be able to transfer over save data in the first place, so